Hey guys, it's CyberKnight8610. Since the Order of Chaos sneak preview is tomorrow, I thought I'd go ahead and talk about all the TCG exclusive cards that will be out. There's 10 of them, and yeah, I'm just going to go down the list. I will have a link, of course, in the description to the webpage that I am getting all my info from, which is on cyberdust.com, which is my website. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Have the full spoiler and everything, which will have the TCG exclusives and the OCG ones. I will have a separate video for the OCG exclusives too later. So yeah, anyway, let's just go down the list of them. Instructor X Zetahawk. It's going to be a super rare in the pack, but an ultra rare as a sneak preview promo, so you'll be able to get that at the sneak preview. You'll get that in, of course, your 5 packs. Anyway, though, its effect is you equip only to an Instructor monster, it gains 1000 attack. When the equipped monster declares an attack, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards. So yeah, it's an interesting effect. I don't really see Insectors using this card too much. I don't really like this as a sneak preview promo as well. I think that a sneak preview promo should be something that isn't specific to one archetype, sort of like how Dark Grepher and Reborn Tengu were like that. You know, I kind of like those cards more that can be mixed into other decks and archetypes. So yeah, this one, in my opinion, is kind of a disappointment because, you know, it does work with just Insectors, and I don't even think it's going to help Insectors too much. I don't believe they're even going to use this card at all, or I haven't heard of any Insector deck that does run these. So yeah, though, maybe it will come in handy in the future, who knows, but I don't see this card being too great of a card. Turbos from the Underworld. I know everyone's sick of hearing about this card. Of course, it will be a secret rare, of course. You know, it's got to be the money card. Let's see, it is a Fiend, level 3, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. Its effect is when this card is sent to the graveyard, target one monster in either player's graveyard except Turbos from the Underworld, and shuffle that target into the deck. This is an alright card. I expected it to actually be way more broken whenever we were first hearing about this card, and like I said, this is probably the most annoying card to me in the whole set because everyone talks about it all the time. It's going to be, of course, the money card. You know, it's probably going to be the highest dollar card in the whole set, and in my opinion, and it's already selling, I think at $70 to $80. I saw a pre-order on eBay, so yeah, not really sure, you know, if that's going to change too much or not. It'll probably be close to the $100 range, of course, when the sneak preview is, goes on. So yeah, if you get this card and you don't plan to use it, of course, sell it as fast as possible. But yeah, though, it's a pretty good card. If you like tour guides and stuff, and you run tour guides, of course, you will probably end up using one of these, you know, at least one of these. I imagine you use more than one, though. So yeah, White Dragon Ninja is also another secret rare TCG exclusive. It's an interesting one. Let's see. It is a dragon, level 7, 2700 attack, 1200 defense. It cannot be special summoned except with a ninjutsu art card, and spell and trap cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So yeah, it's an alright card. It can go against, you know, Heavy Storm and stuff, Mystical Space Typhoon, other cards that would destroy your back row cards, which are your spell and traps. It's interesting, but it seems kind of like a waste for a secret rare, in my opinion. I'm kind of disappointed that it is a secret rare because it doesn't really deserve that spot, in my opinion. It's an alright card. I really like the Ninja archetype. I plan to use the Ninja archetype, at least for fun. And yeah, I kind of wish this card was a little better, though, especially since it is a secret rare status. I would have expected a card with this effect to be more of a super rare. Evelite Nahasho, I guess is how you pronounce it. Not really sure how you pronounce this card. It's a super rare. Another card for the Evelite, or Ilvo, I guess is how you pronounce it, archetype. Let's see, it is a reptile, of course, level 2, 100 attack, 2000 defense. If this card on the field is tributed, you can special summon one Evilstar monster from the deck. It's an interesting card. It has a pretty good defense for being just a level 2 monster as well. I don't really know much about the Ilvo archetype. I don't know how they work too well, to be honest. And of course, how can you really understand every archetype since I haven't really used them? And so yeah, I do plan to use the Elvos sometime when I get the chance on like Dueling Network or something. But yeah, I hope this card does help them out. I'm not really too sure. Like I said, the 2000 defense should help them out. So yeah, it seems like an alright card in my opinion. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Ninjutsu Art of Duplication. This is a rare one. This one is going to be an alright card in my opinion. It's going to help out with the ninjas. Like I said, I do plan to try out the ninjas, so yeah, let's read off its effect. Let's see, you tribute one ninja monster, special summon any number of ninja monsters from your deck in face-up attack position or face-down defense position with the combined levels or less than or equal to the level of the tributed monster. When this card leaves the field, destroy those monsters. I can see this card being used for, you know, swarming the field for Xyz summons, Synchro summons, probably more Xyz summons, though, because I believe the ninjas look like they're going to be able to summon those rank 5 Xyz monsters pretty easy, you know, sort of like how windups can bring them out as well. Of course, still not the same speed as windups, though. But yeah, though, I can see this card maybe being used. I maybe at 1 or 2, not really sure yet. I haven't tried out too much. I haven't tried out the ninjas too much yet, though. So yeah, we'll just have to see. I hope it does help him out, though, because like I said, I do really like the ninjas, and I wish they were the archetype that everyone was after more than just the Insectors, because like I said, I'm already annoyed with the Insectors, unfortunately. You know, no offense to anyone that is looking forward to them. Photon Trident. I believe this is going to be a common. No word really on the rarity, so I'm just going to assume it will be a common. It is a quick play spell card, and its effect is you target one Photon monster you control until the end phase. It gains 700 attack when that target attacks a defense position monster and inflicts battle damage. You know, so it has a piercing effect. And when that target inflicts battle damage to your opponent, destroy one spell or trap card on the field. This is actually a pretty good card for people that want to use photons. Yeah, it's not that bad. I haven't used photons. I do plan to try them out, though, really soon. So yeah, this makes me actually want to use photons, though. It's kind of one of those cards like Shrink is what it reminds me of, because your opponent even attacks you. You could use this since it is a quick play and boost your attack and run over your opponent, you know, if it was like a 700 attack difference. So yeah, that would be kind of a funny thing to do, as well as, you know, just using it and destroying one of your opponent's monsters. So yeah, I can see this actually being used in photons. You know, it looks pretty interesting. Alright, here's a really weird name card. Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragon. So yeah, it's a common card. It's a really weird name for a card. It is a dragon, level 5, 2,200 attack, 1,100 defense. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's kind of like Cyber Dragon in some ways, if you want to think of it like that. Cyber Dragon is, of course, better because it has a little bit easier conditions, in my opinion, but I can see this maybe being used by a few people. Not that bad, of course, just being a common, of course, at least it's not like one of those secret rares, you know, sort of like the Ninja Dragon card that we talked about before. So yeah, a common, that's not too bad. I'm kind of interested in using this card. I mean, it's going to be pretty easy, of course, to get a playset, and I might actually try it out, just for fun. Alright, now let's talk about Insector Grasshopper. It's going to be a rare. Of course, more support for Insectors. Let's see, it is an insect, level 4, 1,700 attack, 1,400 defense. And let's see, his effect is, once per turn you can equip one Insector monster in your hand or graveyard to this card. While this card is equipped to a monster, increase the equipped monster's level by 2. While this card is equipped to a monster, you can send the equipped card to the graveyard. The monster that this card was equipped to can attack your opponent directly this turn. If you use this effect this turn, other monsters you control cannot attack. This is an interesting card. It has a really hard to read off effect, or it seems like, you know, because it's kind of confusing. It's interesting, you know, it goes pretty well with the theme of Insectors, of course, you know, how they all equip to each other and stuff. I don't know what to say really about this card, of course. It's more support for the Insectors. It seems like they're going to end up using this card. And being a rare, it shouldn't be too hard to get for people that want to try it out. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Like I said, though, before, I'm not a big fan of Insectors, you know. I don't mean anything bad by that, you know, to anyone that does like them. But yeah, I just, you know, it's kind of another one of those archetypes, of course, that everyone's going to run to, which, you know, it seems kind of annoying in my opinion. So yeah, Instant Ilvo. That's kind of hard to say. Anyway, it's a new trap card for the Ilvo archetypes, and tribute one reptile type monster you control, special summon one Ivysaur monster from the deck. This seems like a pretty good card. It's a good way, it's sort of like a, you know, search out the Ivysaur monster you really need. So yeah, I can see this card being used a little bit by Ivysaurs as well. So yeah, it seems like a pretty good card. It's only going to be a rare, so yeah. Here's probably the main TCG exclusive I want to talk about. I like it way more than even Tourbus. And, you know, for Tourbus to get all that hype, Wind Up Shark is the one I think that deserves all the hype out of all the TCG exclusive cards. And it's going to be a super rare, which is kind of a bummer because that means this card is going to be a pain to get. Let's see, it is a fish, level 4, 1,500 attack, 1,300 defense. When a Wind Up monster is normal summon or special summon, to your side of the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. You can increase a card's level by 1 until the end phase, or reduce its level by 1 until the end phase. So yeah, why this deserves the hype? Well, this card, you can easily get these on the field, you know, especially in lineup decks, but you can mix that around, I believe, and Banfish, I believe, is also using this. It's really awesome card. I mean, you can bring out rank 5s really easy. You can bring out rank 3s pretty easy, or just go with 4s. You know, it brings out the possibilities of bringing out any of those, which is ridiculous. Especially if you have more than one of these on the field. I mean, like I said, you can bring out those rank 5s, rank 3s, or you can just use its normal effect, for 4s. It brings out so many possibilities. It's just crazy. This card's going to be really hard to get, I think. Hopefully it's not going to be too short printed. Sometimes they do that to certain cards, even if they're, hollow and stuff too. So yeah, I can't wait to get this card. I'm actually looking to get a playset of these for my wind-up deck because I really like using wind-ups. They're a lot of fun. And so yeah, I hope this card isn't going to be too high dollar, although I'm going to assume that this card is going to be a pain to get for most people. So yeah, if you get one of these, you're going to be really lucky at the sneak preview. And it might end up being almost as high dollar as Turbus, in my opinion. It's the only difference is that since it's going to be a super rare, and Turbus is going to be a secret rare, that's going to make up the difference in price. But really, in playability, I can see a lot of people using Shark, and I think it's going to be a pretty high dollar card for the set. So yeah, please tell me what you guys think about all the cards I just talked about. I know this has kind of been a long video. Like I said, next video we'll talk about the OCG exclusives. And yeah, like I said, tell me which cards you're after for the sneak preview. It doesn't even have to be exclusive cards. Just tell me which ones you're after. I will, of course, have to update my wants list with all the new cards that are coming out. I'm going to try to go to sneak preview if possible. And yeah, we'll just see how everything goes. And I will get a box. That's 100% sure I will get a box. At least one. I might get two. We'll just have to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and like I said, there will be a link in the description so you can read off all the cards for yourself as well and see the full spoiler. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed my latest video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed this video. Also be sure to check out the links in the description. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website, cybers.com. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.